There are 5 reasons that you're not closing any real estate deals. And for those of you that don't know, now is the best time in history to get rich. We do it with real estate by becoming the bank, all right? Buying investment properties by taking over the existing mortgage or turning the seller into our bank. Thus, we don't need any credit checks. We're not filling out applications, showing W 2s, any of that stuff. All right. Guys, my name is Gene Boykin. I'm the founder of the Go Getter family. All right. This channel is where I teach you guys to take actionable steps to become the bank. So thanks for popping in tonight. I'm about to give you guys these 5 reasons that you're not closing more deals. So hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel, you feel I provide you some value, consider subscribing, or you can just be a player about it, man. Hit that subscribe button.
I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. Hustle to the end, we some no-quitters. Knock it out the park, we for show hitters. Right, left hemisphere, that's a dome splitter. Yeah. Control our own destiny. Make moves, cultivate whole legacy. Creative finance, bring more ecstasy. The right ingredients, now that's a dope recipe.
Hey, that's my song right there. Okay. God, it seems like it's been a long time, y'all. Has it been a long time? Hey, we got things to do. Now we've got stuff to do. We just got done with our Become the Bank Challenge 5. All right. And it's 5 days, all right? 5 days of 2 hours from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. of me giving you guys, man, giving you guys the systems, the financial trinity of real estate and how you can implement those systems and really change your life. So, guys, tonight I'm going to talk to you about the 5 reasons that you're not closing more real estate deals. Now, first off, if you're here, there go my guy Jerry. What up, man? What up, Jerry? I just talked to Shafta. Shafta's making some moves for the team. She's about to become an RMLO, okay, a real estate mortgage loan officer, and the license she's getting, she'll be able to do it in all 50 states. We're about to kill it. So, Jerry, we got to talk. Anyway, drop some flames in the comments. Don't forget, hit that like button. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer some questions and put where you're from. All right. I'm a small town Iowa dude. I like to know where people are from around here. But we're about to do the takeover in Houston. Y'all don't even know. Houston. I don't know if Houston is ready. I don't even know. I don't think Houston is ready for us. So, guys, we have this challenge, right? I got to tell the story. So we have the Become the Bank Challenge. And, not only is it me, but it's also my team, right? My executive team. I've been calling us the Avengers, because we're coming in, closing, helping people get to that finish line using high level skills. Um, and then what we have, our resources to help the Go Getter Family Inner Circle members get these deals closed. As a matter of fact, Naomi Hughes, man, one of my students that's a realtor in Atlanta. We're closing a deal February 24th, a little lightweight, 24,000. Nothing too major. And we joint ventured on that deal. So we both get paid. Now, another thing is though, check this out. So I have a challenge, right? It was my Become the Bank Challenge 4, and there was somebody that came who kind of stood out to me, man. Good dude, Rocco, man. And so after the challenge was over, he ended up getting the full Become the Bank course where you get everything you need, but it's just a course, so it's independent study, right? Not in my inner circle. And I see one day that he put up a post of where it was kind of like a post of like kind of I don't want to say a cry for help, but it was like it was like an iceberg, and it was insinuating that it's just the tip of the iceberg, and there's a lot more underneath, and how this is hard, and the thing that we say is it's simple, but it's not easy. So check this out though. So I was compelled to not. I mean, I reacted to to his post, and then I put a comment in there. But then I inboxed him, man, and I said, "Hey, I want you to come to my next challenge. As a matter of fact, you can get in the VIP for a super low amount." I gave him the super low amount because he had already went. And he decided to come, and it was almost last minute. This is the crazy part. Now, when he came to the first one, I'm talking to him about his house that he owns. And he bought that house before the market went crazy, right? Not too long ago, where it was crazy for a while, like a year and a half, 2 years. And so he bought right before that at a great price. Well, the value of his house has now, pretty much doubled in value. And but his family is outgrowing that house. So I told him, I was like, dude, I would never sell it. I wouldn't sell it outright. I would do a rent to own. And here's how you can get 20 or $30,000 in your pocket right away with a down payment from your tenant buyer. And then you'll make $500-600 a month cash flow on their rent to own payment that they're going to pay you. So now you've got somebody who's paying your mortgage for you, and then you've got this 20, $30,000 that you can put down on this new upgrade, for you and your family, since you're outgrowing your current home. So he's wearing a sling though, right, in the challenge. And so he had a leave of absence from work because he had rotator cuff surgery. And in that, he's getting, that insurance. I don't know, is that, I don't want to say no company names, but anyway. So I'm talking to him, and he asked a question, and it occurred to me. He's got people reaching out to him, offering him insane amounts for his house, trying to buy it, right? Cash. But if he sells that house, yes, he'll make a nice chunk of change, right? But he won't have that asset anymore. And that's what we're all about, man. Buy and hold. That is what is going to make you wealthy. So I tell them something that they don't advertise much, where we can turn our houses. If you are a homeowner, you can turn your home into your own personal credit card. And it's a pretty damn good credit card. So I tell Rocco about the HELOC, home equity line of credit, and he takes action, goes out, makes a call, does what he needs to do. During the challenge, he got approved for $58,000, 58 grand. Unlocked it, man. We give people codes. We give people bits and pieces of information that's going to help them to break the money code. Now, this is the crazy part, though. He gets the access to that money. Okay, Shonda, what's good? Shonda's one of my ace students too, man. She's an ace. So he gets approved for that 58 grand. And then Friday, right, the last day of the challenge, we have our challenge in the evening. He's supposed to get paid that day from that insurance, right? That Friday. Don't you know, they called him and they said they were reading over the paperwork, the reports that his doctor had sent, that he's getting more range of motion in his arm and his shoulder. So they're not going to pay him anymore because he's able to come in and work part-time. Hold on a second. Wait, so you mean you telling me this on the day you supposed to pay me? You telling me that you're not going to pay me anymore on the day you supposed to pay me? So just think about this, man. It pissed me off. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, man, and I'm not saying that he is, but what I'm saying is, if you are, and you get that surprise out of nowhere, oh no, we're not going to pay you no more on payday. What the? Oh my God, dude! With the recession, and how prices are just going through the roof, that could have been catastrophic for him and his family. But he got around a group of good people. But more importantly, the information that he got, he took action with it. And by him taking action with that information that I was able to give him, when that company called and said they weren't going to pay him anymore, it kind of pissed him off, because it was some bullshit, BS. But he wasn't even tripping. He just unlocked 58 grand, man. I told him, I'd have been like, man, F that job, dude. I ain't even coming back. How about that? You got the right one today. I ain't coming back. You can keep that check. Little weak ass check. All right, I'm gonna stop. Okay, guys. Now, don't forget, guys, hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. All right, if you feel like I bring you some value. Now, what are the reasons that you're not closing any deals, man? Let me make sure I got this thing up here right. Nope. Okay, there we go. Why aren't you closing any deals? There are reasons, guys. The people, listen, this is simple, but it's not easy. Okay, it's simple, but it's not easy. So it does take some effort. It does take some commitment. Okay, and it takes learning some new skills, developing new skills if you would like to get a new outcome. or to produce something that you can't currently produce, you have to uh, um, get some new skills, produce some new skills, right? Boom. Now, this is one of the first things, okay? You got to have a plan of action. Really. What are your first 3 steps? And I don't even care, man, if it's in like your steps of learning. What are your first 3 steps of your steps of learning, right? Or when you're doing some lead generation, right? And you find a list, what are the next 2 things you're going to do when you find that list? Have that plan of action. I don't want people out here just talking to people and networking and saying they do creative financing and subject to, and then you just got nowhere to go after you tell them that. Plan of action. What is your character going to be in the marketplace, guys? Now, if you want to avoid competition, right? I've heard some places are like, like Atlanta is like the bandit sign capital of the world, active lead generation. We want to do active lead generation. Okay. You've got to do active lead generation along with your stealth marketing tactics. That is super important. Okay. So you can call the divorce list. Probate attorneys are really good because probate properties have multiple issues, multiple problems, whether it's out of state owner, person can't make the repairs, right? Because it probably needs updating if it's a probate that got passed down, right? Or maybe they're behind on the payments because that house they inherited came with an existing mortgage on it. All right. But and then there's a lot more than that. But this is just get kick started. You got to warm that engine up a little bit now. You got to warm it up. You can't just go out there and below zero weather and turn the car on and go. You got to warm that thing up a little bit. That's all. Now, this here, oop, I got to take this border down. Damn it. This here, super important. We're networking, guys. You have got to network. So you got to get help. You want to use bird dogs that can bring you leads, knock on doors for you, follow up with leads, to give them to you because you're going to pay them referrals, right? Or if you are operating right in a different market, you have got to have bird dogs. There's no way that you can't do it with boots on the ground. So when you got bird dogs, there's boots on the ground and then there's bird dogs, right? Bird dogs are used for a certain thing. So I shouldn't have been so specific with the bird dog thing here. But you got bird dogs, you got boots on the ground. We want people to be able to go take pictures for us, right? Put on a lockbox where there's got to be an exchange of value somewhere. There's people that actually do this stuff for a living. It's called a servicing company. They do a lot of that stuff for a living. But you'll be able to find people all over, man. There are so many people that want to get into real estate. So if you've been following me and the Go Getter family, you're getting actionable tips. So you'll have that big homie value to bring to the scenario because we use creative financing and we become the bank around here and we're still in a blue ocean. Next, knock on doors of people in foreclosure, or if whatever really you want to knock on the door of whatever distressed situation you find, right? Whatever motivation we call motivations are the initial problems, right? So foreclosure, tired landlord, divorce, things like that. But knock on their door, y'all, because you got to see the house anyway. So don't just skip trace them, call them and get the wrong number and say, oh, I can't get a hold of these people. If the house is worth it, go check it out. Knock on that door. But remember step one. What is your plan of action? Hmm? Hmm? Now, if you're going to go knock on that door, yeah, it's better have a plan of action. Send letters and postcards to out of town owners. That's a really good way to warm that engine up because out of town owners really go through it. You guys need to understand that most real estate investors are just mom and pop shops. That's it. They own 4, maybe 5 houses. And a lot of times they're hanging on by a thread. They are hanging on by a thread. And the real estate market is primed and ready for us to come in really and take over. Real talk. This one, I love it. Market to newer neighborhoods where the owners have little equity or even negative equity. Okay. And the houses are new. The houses are new, guys. You'd be surprised how many people, a lot of people, guys, they will buy a house and they'll live there for 2 years, 3 years. And then something happens in life and they got to go. So don't have tunnel vision and thinking we know, right? Because we don't know what we don't know. So assuming that a nice neighborhood or a newer neighborhood wouldn't have any homes that we can buy, that's very detrimental. Very detrimental to you. Okay. Use signs to direct incoming seller leads to your acquisitions website or your phone number. You are going to need one of those two at least. If you don't have a phone number that you want to give out, then your ass better have a website. If you don't have a website, you can start with a phone number, even a Google Voice number. But it's about awareness. Awareness, guys. If people are not aware that you exist and you can help them with a real estate problem, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to get a deal, which is thus the 5 reasons you're not closing any deals. Now, I'm about to go over 5. I actually already did because I'm going to look out for you. Okay. But these are it. These are just small tips to get you going. Just get you going a little bit, man. That's all it takes. Always, guys, you're always driving for dollars. Anytime you're in a car, I don't care if you're driving or if you're in the passenger side, you're driving for dollars. If you're a real estate investor, are you an investor? Are you a real estate professional? You're driving for dollars at all times. At all times. It's a beautiful thing. So you're going to look for vacant properties that need some repairs or they got overgrown, overgrown stuff, piled up mail. You're going to find that owner using the skip tracer, and then we gotta talk to them. Okay. So these guys are the things that are going to help you really to just kickstart the engine to get this thing started. All right. Now, if you guys have any questions, I will take those questions. If not, I'm hungry and I got to take my daughter to eat for Valentine's Day. Jerry said, if you ain't ready, you're going to find out real quick. See, this is to me the worst thing that a person can do, right? Well, it's not the worst, but I mean, it's not a good thing, is to jump out there before you're ready, right? It's a fine line. It really is a fine line because you don't want to get that analysis paralysis either, where you use perfectionism as an excuse not to do it. But then on the flip side of that, there are two extremes. We just do not want to be extreme with either side, right? So you got analysis paralysis. You using perfectionism not to do as an excuse not to do it. But then you've got the other extreme of that where you don't even know anything yet. And you just, jumping out there, digging yourself a hole, right? So it's a fine line. It's a fine line. But I always say with the information that you're getting, especially if you're getting some information that has been laid out into a program or a process, just start at just start at the beginning. That's all you got to do. And then you're good to go. Right? You start at the beginning, you master that first level. And then after that first level, you implement whatever's in that first level, then you go to the next level. It's a beautiful thing, man. The Go Getter family. Guys, I meant to tell you now, we just got done with our Become the Bank challenge, and I made a few people a lot of money in that challenge. A few people made a lot of money. So we have a team meeting yesterday, and Cheryl is telling me, and Cheryl's our integrator. Cheryl's telling me, hey, Gene, there's a bunch of people reaching out already wanting to know when is the next challenge. I'm like, what? Man, y'all gonna work me to death. Y'all trying to kill me. But I love y'all. So I've actually got to go out of town next month. But and I'm moving. And I'm moving to I'll be moving to Houston soon. But I said I gotta get it in for my people. All right. So I've already got the next one. I've already got the next challenge ready. The next challenge, y'all, the Become the Bank challenge is going to be March 27th through March 31st. All right. So I've got the date set already, man. Just so people asking, you want to come, you want to get registered, you want to start getting some of this information, register today, then get in the VIP. There's a bunch of bonus content. But if not, we've got a little bit of time. These are the dates for the next one. And I'll tell you this, the Become the Bank challenge is producing some life changing situations, scenarios, and really it's bringing in a lot of good people into this movement of the Go Getter family and real estate the right way. Doing real estate the right way, man. We are out here changing lives, our families' lives. Then what's really the most important part is we are changing the lives of people in our community. And by doing that, right, by bringing that sort of value, it's inevitable, man. Like your success is inevitable. You cannot lose. Like you just can't. But you've got to be taking the proper action moving forward and then have the proper tactical knowledge. All right. For my people that signed up for my inner circle, during the last challenge, they'll become the bank challenge 4. Um, you guys are about to unlock a couple more of those classrooms soon too. I seen Cheryl send out some stuff today, so I'm ready to dig into that stuff, man. I'd love to talk about it tomorrow at our inner circle session. So, guys, I got to get up out of here, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, I want you to consider subscribing, and you just be a player about it, man. Hit that subscribe button. All right. So, guys, before I go, I do got to say that there's a revolution in real estate right now. A revolution. Are you going to get in on the end again and miss out? Are you going to get in on the front side of this thing and actually get the knowledge that you need and take the action that you need to change your life, man? And I can't even say it enough, dude. I can't. I can't say it enough, man. It's changed everything for me. Changed my whole life, changed my family's life, changed my daughter, everybody, man. Man, and then we're changing other people's lives. But the only way to do that, the only way is to take action. And when taking action, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, man. All right. You get around the right people and it's on. All right. It's on. So, guys, I got to get on up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Again, you know what it is. I love y'all. And until next time, let's get to it, y'all.
I'm a go